Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This week I am attending 2 concerts and the first one is today, Thursday, May 7th. I'm gonna go see Disclosure with my husband and some of my family members. If you go on Apple Music, because that's what I use, they are an electronic duo. I've been a fan of them since 2014. When did Latch come out? You know that song with Sam Smith? Whenever that song came out, add a year, and that's when I started listening to them. So we're gonna go see them live. I thought I would take you guys along with me to turn this into something that's concert ready. So we're gonna head to my bathroom and we're gonna do my makeup together, my hair, my outfit. Then I'll do a little clip show of the concert. It'll be beautiful footage from my 10-year-old cell phone. Let's head to the bathroom. Once you've seen one of my makeup tutorials, you've seen them all. I don't venture, I don't change it. I'm 30, I've been wearing makeup for years. I know what looks good on me and where I would like it to go. The only thing that changes between looks is the color of my eyeshadow, the color of my blush, or the color of my lipstick. So 3 things. Everything else is the same. The concert is at 7. I think we're leaving here at 6:30 and it's 4:20. Let's get started. Alright, so I haven't moisturized my face. I don't do that. I don't do it in my everyday life. My skin is very sensitive and oily, so the more product I put on it, like cleansing stuff, the worse it gets. So I usually just don't put on anything unless I'm going somewhere or I'm gonna stream on Twitch where I wear makeup. So I'm just gonna take this spray bottle I use for my hair and spray it on my face. It gets it hydrated really quick. And then I'm just gonna use some of this, some face lotion. I do 1 pump of that. I mix these things into it. Great, they were facing the right way. And this, my primer. It's a NYX Marshmallow Primer. I mix all of those together with my lotion. And then I put that on my face. And that's where I start. If you're thinking I'm gonna use correct terminology, you're wrong. I haven't really been into makeup in a long time. I wear it often, just like watching other people do their makeup and buying makeup is not something that I look at anymore. Alright, that's done. Now I'm going to highlight with the Born This Way concealer, shade Golden Beige, and I'm going to contour with the Born This Way concealer in Mocha. Look like this. I've been using these for years. I say contour in parentheses because I don't even think what I'm doing would be considered contouring, but that's what I call it. And I just highlight multiple different areas. I don't remember why. There was a time when I knew the reason why I was highlighting these areas. Now it is just automatic. I highlight them because they look good. And what I'm doing, I learned from TikTok like 2 or 3 years ago. This black lady, and that's important because she's black and I'm black. I like to watch people do makeup that look like me. She was doing like wedding makeup. And this is how she did it. I just don't remember the reasons why she was putting things in certain places, but ever since then, I've just been doing it like this. It has always had perfect results for me. It looks crazy, I know. You just have to trust. I'm also running out of concealer, which is nothing new for me. I'm always running out of this stuff. I use so much. I have genetically dark under eyes, so that's usually where all my concealer ends up going. I'm probably gonna do multiple layers. Whether I'm gonna keep those multiple layers in this video, I'm not sure. But just believe that I probably did, if not 2, 3. I also slept like shit yesterday. That goes into the multiple layers. And then you just blend it all. Well, not before you put on the actual foundation makeup. Born This Way in Sand. It was like that. It's the big bottle. Did about 1 pump because most of the makeup on my face for this portion comes from the concealer and the contour. I just did another pump, by the way. Took a long nap. I usually wouldn't be starting my makeup this late to go somewhere, but I had to take the nap. It did not really help. Sometimes when I take naps, it like hurts me more than helps me, especially if it's not even like good, or it definitely wasn't quality. It wasn't a quality nap. Now I think my son is waking up. I think he's only been in his crib for maybe an hour. So that will probably make this process way longer. I actually am trying to work fast. Alright, I'm gonna go in with that second layer of concealer. Now they look like a normal person's circles. We're done with all these. Let's find some blush. I'm just wearing a black top, so when I wear black, I try to just keep everything very bronzy. I like having bronze makeup. I like everything being brown. It is my favorite type of look. And this is the Huda Beauty blush filter in Latte. Looks like this. Probably do another layer of this too. So we have the first layer on, it's all liquid. So I'm going to put some setting mist on and then do the powders. It's basically just like every layer you put on setting spray mist. Supposed to keep it on all day. I just need this to last till like 10. Alright, the next layer is bronzer, blush, setting powder. I go from darkest to lightest. This is the bronzer, Physicians Formula in Endless Summer. This is the only bronzer that I like and that I use. And I just put that over all the spots. Okay, that was way too much. That was a lot. That was actually a lot. So now everything has to be a lot. You have to make it even. But I put that in all the spots that I just contoured. And this is all coming from the same TikTok tutorial I watched 2 to 3 years ago. Actually, no, this was another girl who was on YouTube, who I probably watched after the wedding makeup. Because she was the one, it had to be summer or something. And she was like, if you want to keep your makeup on all day, this is how you do it. And it's basically just layering. So yeah, you put the bronzer on where you put on the contour. You put the blush on where you put on the liquid blush. And you put on the setting powder where you put all the concealer. For blush, I'm using NARS Obsession. I think I got this from actual NARS and not TJ Maxx for once in my life. I probably don't like anything on camera, but in real life, it looks like something. And then the next step is the loose setting powder. This is Laura Mercier Translucent. To me, it's worth the price. And it lasts a long time for me, which doesn't really make sense considering how fast I run out of foundation. I run out of concealer. It gets all over my clothes. There's no way you're doing loose powder and it's not getting everywhere. And if you're like me, I wash my hands every so often when doing makeup because I don't like having foundations or anything on my hands. I rinse them off pretty often. So the next thing is the eyeshadows, eyeliners, mascara, eyebrows, highlighter. I think those are the steps that are left. This is Feeling Bubbly, ColourPop. This is what it looks like. So I'm gonna use this one on my crease. Use one of these two on the rest of my eyelid. I'll probably use the white on my eyebrow bone. And then I'll use my finger and put this one on the rest of my eyelid. It's gonna look like a lot when it all comes together. It won't be as crazy as it seems. Now, to be fair, for some reason I'm heavy-handed today. I don't want to say I don't care because I like doing makeup. I enjoy doing my makeup. I always have. As I've gotten older, I don't really care as much about perfection. There was definitely a time when I was younger, like high school, college, when I was single in Chicago and stuff, I cared more about my makeup being perfect. If it wasn't perfect, it was just like a bad time. I was also in a bad mental place. Started getting into makeup in 7th grade when all my friends were doing it. That until, I'm trying to think, when did I get together with my husband? Whenever I got together with him, I think I was 25 when I got with him when we started dating. So we're talking about like 6th, 7th grade till 25. I've just decided I'm going to use this one. So this one is in my crease. This one is on my eyelid. I really cared about how perfect my makeup was. I really wanted everyone to think I was pretty and I wanted guys to talk to me and all of that. I was going to say my pick-me era, but I think every girl has gone through that. And I just think as you get older, you naturally grow out of because you just don't care as much. That's where I'm at. I don't really care as much. Now, just knowing who I am, I think if I was single, I would still be crazy about my appearance. But you guys have seen I start my videos without makeup. It's taken me many, many years to get comfortable not having makeup on and not being perceived as like beautiful all the time. It took me a long time to get there. And look at me now. Now I try to make YouTube videos with no makeup on. Now I go out and see people without makeup on. Like I said, I've been doing that for a few years, but I'm really trying to make it clear with you guys that there was a long period of my life where you couldn't even meet me without makeup on. I was even doing that with my own friends. Oh, you want to come over? Give me time, because then when you see me, I'm gonna have full piece of makeup on. And obviously they had seen me without it, but I don't know. It was just a lot. It was a lot, and I'm happy to be out of that. I don't know why all of that just decided to come out. I have a problem being online and not saying something all the time. You know, I think that's just like internet culture. Quick cuts, no moment of silence. I don't know, my brain was just like, makeup. Can we talk about related to you that has something to do with makeup? And I just went there. My eyes are done in this mirror. I like it. All right, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. We're gonna do something very unhygienic. I have been noticing my eyes are a lot more sensitive now to things. I've had irritated red eyes a lot, maybe the past month or so, on and off. For real, I think it's like allergies and stuff, but I can't help but think that maybe it's this too because I use this on my eyelashes, keep them curly. I don't really like the eyelash clamp. I use this first. I use this for my eyebrows. Now let's just consider that my eyebrows are covered in like makeup right now, and it happens to be like 95% clean right now. It doesn't always look like this. I'm tired of hiding it. I'm tired of pressing cut to do this. I do it, okay? I don't even know if it does anything, but it makes me feel like it's doing something. I do that. And then I take the same thing and I brush out my eyebrows. I cut them, I tweeze them. One eyebrow, for some reason, is just it's more thick and more arched than the other. I swear I didn't do that. Alright, for my eyebrows, I'm gonna use the Anastasia eyebrow gel in black. It says granite. Whatever's the darkest shade they have is what I get. I rarely use this. I just like the regular eyebrow gel, but since I'm going out, I'll put this on. I'm gonna try not to be heavy-handed. The last time I used this, which I think was for Galentine's, my eyebrows were so dark. I was like, what the fuck? That's good. If I do anything else, they're gonna be like blocks. And then I'm gonna be patient, wait for them to dry off a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the Benefit 24-hour brow setter gel on here. I use this more than what I just did. Now I'm gonna do my mascara. This is Buxom and Black is Black. I go like top down to the top of the eyelashes and then the bottom and then the lower lashes. I got that from Tess Christie. I guess I should give you a name because I still watch her to this day. Her name is Tess Christie on YouTube. She had to have done some makeup tutorial probably like a decade ago, and I've been doing mine like this ever since. She is not black, but when I was younger, I would watch whoever, like I didn't really care. And then there came a time in my life where I was like, cause you know, I would buy the stuff that they said, and if I could afford it, I would buy the stuff that they said, you know. Oh my God, I forgot my eyeliner. Just realized I forgot my eyeliner. I was looking at this, I was like, wow, my eyelashes look so long. I came to a place where I was like, I can't do my makeup like this because you don't look like me. What works for you is not gonna work for me. It took me a long time to understand that. And then once I did, I started watching people that look similar to me do their makeup, everything started to come together. If I was in a mood to follow makeup people on YouTube again, I wouldn't care. I'm at a place where like I know how to do my own makeup, and if they got cool eyeshadows and stuff, I'm like, awesome. But yeah, that's when I was bringing up like the race stuff. It's not that deep, I promise. My eyeliner doesn't look the same on both eyes. Yeah, I can already tell you that they're not the same. Like, they're just not. One is definitely longer than the other, and I feel as though that is something that always happens. They're going in different directions. This is the best I can do. This is what it looks like often. It's very rare that I get them almost right, but it's either one is going more back and one is going up, and then it switches. Let's go back to the mascara. Did some cleaning. Let's get into the highlighter. I had to double check. I don't know what's been going on with my setting spray versus my mascara, but I could have my mascara on for like 10 minutes, spray, and then it'll be under my eyes. I'm like, what? I'm coating this thing in highlighter. I'm putting it on my nose, on top of my brows, cheeks, mustache, and that's it. I'm gonna do that like 2 more times. All right, now 3 layers. We're gonna set it again. And then we're gonna move into hair. Having a poppy, it's fine. I'm just gonna do my claw clip look. Being postpartum, I don't know about this 1 year postpartum thing, but so much of my hair is falling out. My hair is super thin right now. It's thinner than it's ever been. It's like I wanna say catch-22. I don't know if I'm using that correctly. Because it's thinned out, when it's in its natural state, it actually curls now. For years, I never wore it down. Never liked how it looked. It just never acted right, for lack of better words. I've gotten my curl texture together, but when my hair was really thick, I think because it was so thick it would weigh everything down. It just really never looked good. I washed my hair on Sunday and so much of my hair came out when I got out of the shower. My hair, it looked and it felt super thin. I don't even think it was this thin right after I gave birth. But because it's thin and there's not a lot of weight on it anymore, I can wear it in its actual natural state and it actually looks good. Do I love that I just lost a bunch of hair? No. Does it look better? Yeah. My hair's also dyed. I dyed it a dark brown. This year, I've been getting grays. I had so many in like the fronts. Here on both sides. I think I had them mostly on this side, and it was getting to a point where I was like, okay, I think I just have to do something. And I was going out of town for like a girls weekend, so I was like, what better time to try dyeing my hair than now? I did it and it looks great. Next time I dye it, I'm gonna try to find a dark red, dark burgundy. That's what I wanted to go with to begin with, but they didn't have it. I use Garnier. I've always just liked how their products feel on my hair. So I'm using their dye. I'm using Cantu curling cream, avocado, hydrating. I use the Deadman brush for my curls. As you can see, I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. Wet it, use the curling cream. I'm putting on a generous amount of that curling cream. I found that more is more. I'm gonna brush that out a little bit more. Trying to get the product through. I don't know if you can tell, but I lost a lot of hair in the front too. It's been like that since I had a baby. The thinness, I can only assume it's just kind of been thinning out past a year. Then I actually noticed and felt it the last wash I did on Sunday. In reality, it didn't just all come out in one wash, you know. I'm using the Echo Style Gel Olive Oil, the one I always use, and I don't use any other colors. They come in different colors. I just use this one. And I'm just gonna put that around. I just want everything in the middle to be down. I'm gonna brush it down and I'll pull out the front pieces. I'm gonna pull out the front pieces. The amount varies. Take some more gel, just curl it. It's not gonna be perfect or anything. That's the first one. I always get one that looks good and one that doesn't. Scrunch it or something. I'm gonna use my new claw clip. This is what it looks like. It's a little flower. Got it from American Eagle. Yeah, this is what it looks like in the back. I don't know what it looks like because I obviously can't see, but there you go. Hopefully it can be seen. I'll come back with my lips and I'll be dressed. I'll see you in 1 second. I got a bronzy look. I'm gonna do brown. So what I like to do is I'll do brown to line my lip and go in it with a pinky color, and then I'll go over it with the Fenty gloss, and it just makes a really good brown. It's a really good brown color with a little pink in the middle. This is the REM Beauty in Cuddly. It is a genuine brown. Now I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury in Glowing Gen. Put it in the middle. I'm going to put the Fenty Beauty gloss on in the shade Hot Chocolate. And that's it. If I didn't put on the pink, it wouldn't look, it's like a dark brown. I like it to look like this little ombre effect. That's the look. Now I'm gonna get into my clothes and we should be off. This is the outfit, what it looks like. My shoes. I put on some jewelry. I put on some earrings, all gold, just all gold accents. This is what it looks like with the jacket on. The jacket is from TJ Maxx, I think. I've had it for years. Yeah, I'm really counting on a coat check. But yeah, this is the outfit, makeup, and I hope you enjoyed all that. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and my outfits, my get ready with me. And now I'm gonna insert some footage from the concert. Okay, here is my outfit for Bruno Mars. Here's my outfit. Hands are a little big because I bought these many months ago. I have lost weight since then. Here is my makeup. It's pretty much the same as when I went to Disclosure. Just different eyeshadow, different lip color, different blush, different highlighter, but same method. So yeah. And now I'm gonna head to the Bruno Mars concert. The rest of the footage will be on my phone. Enjoy some footage.
Happy Mother's Day! Call your mama! Hey, listen! We can't leave like this. We gotta give one more. Teacher, I can give you one more.